I don't know if we're gonna use it for this episode, but a thing that's not talked about a lot in just fishing in general, tournament fishing, like the financial side. So I got some questions. Like, are you good going into that?
Yeah.
I feel like it's not talked about.
I like this, yeah. You're right.
Jeez. Gas bills for the week, that sort of thing?
I've never, no one ever talks about it.
Nobody wants to talk about it because they all know that they're probably not doing the right thing. 100% I want to talk about it, yeah.
I mean, it's the National Walleye Tour. I mean, even with sponsor help, it's still a large financial burden on people.
The untold side of fishing is the financial reality of it. When you look at fishing a full season, that means the 4 qualifiers and assuming I make the championship.
Entry fees are going to be obviously $8,000, and then
Lodging is around, $600-800 a tournament.
With gas prices nowadays, it's kick to the balls. You burn 45 gallons and you're $5 a gallon. I mean, that's...
If you just kind of average it across the board, whether you're staying at home or you're traveling 18 hours, generally speaking, every year I have roughly about almost $5,000 per event.
That's what you come to the blackjack table, $5,000.
All of these costs add up, and all things considered, we're looking at a cost of around $30,000.
Do you think the sport's accessible for the average person?
Yep. Get another job. That's what we all did. Yeah. I mean, it might sound stuck up, but everybody I know who's successful in life just simply got another job. 2 jobs, 3 jobs, whatever it takes. For me, it was a 40-hour-a-week union carpenter, and then a guide for 5 hours every night I could book. And I mean, with that said, if that doesn't seem like a viable option for you, then you don't have the work ethic to succeed on the National Walleye Tour or any national fishing stage anyways. So, you're barking up the wrong tree anyways.
Green Bay is a common NWT stop. It's actually probably the most common of all the venues we go to. But this event is a little bit different. Number one, we're launching on the north end. So instead of having to run all the way north, guys are already up north. Number two, Little Bay to Knock is open for this event.
Green Bay can be a tough place. I thought this event was going to be a grinder.
I was really concerned.
I told a lot of people, if we catch, 6 or 10 fish a day pre-fishing, that should be a good day.
And so I was kind of prepared for that. And then after the second day of practice, I realized
this is not the case. The bite is on fire.
And when we got here, it was game on.
Man, there's a lot of fish.
I think that it might be better than Lake Erie. It was unbelievable.
Erie's the only thing that compares. Other than Erie, I had probably my 2 best casting days ever on the Great Lakes in practice here.
tired, sore. The usual. Usual on the Great Lakes. It's rough, but fishing's way better than the last time I was on Green Bay, so there is that. It's been pretty dang fun. Alright, Wade Young here. We're at the National Walleye Tour up in Gladstone, area.
It's been a very steady, but I would say unspectacular season so far for Dewey, where he's used to being at the very top in just about every event, and he's had a good season. He just hasn't had a few of those key bites that he's had the last few years.
Lake Erie, I didn't lose a fish by the boat. I didn't get the bites. Like Oahe, I literally got one big bite each day. So, I'm fishing good. I'm making the right choices, I feel like. I'm not getting the bites that I typically usually get, so. Okay, we'll try to catch one. It's frustrating because like basically ever since I started fishing the NWT, like it's almost always gone my way. I can make them decisions, somehow get the bites. And I know that that's just part of the game when you do it long enough. I mean, you hear from everybody, but it's frustrating, especially because I'm someone that's not okay with just a mediocre finish. From here, that tip is where they've been loaded, and then from here to the shoreline, and then from here to there, and then from here about 2 miles that way.
So everywhere.
We're hooked up. Not a giant, but nice one. 22. All right, we're moving. It's great news though when you can catch your slots in the same spot as your big ones. They're biting good for sure. I know that they're biting good for everybody. I mean, I think it's honestly gonna be a little bit of luck. I haven't found like an area where it's like, okay, this is all 10 to 12 pounders, or caught plenty of 30s, 31s, because essentially you have two different sizes of fish that you're going after. You want 3 perfect like 4-pound unders, 23 inchers, and then you want 2 big ones. So that's where like I'm happy like with what we're fishing today, is that we're catching unders in the same spot that we're catching overs. So then it's like a luck of the draw if you get a couple of the right bites throughout the day. Otherwise, like I have a couple other areas that are pretty much strictly just slot spots, and I don't really want to fish them just for the fact that I know that my chances of catching a big one there are not great. I don't know what this is. If the thing just like swam at us, or if I... Oh, it's a little one. 24, worthless size. It's not good for a guy with tennis elbow. Just to kind of put it in a little bit of perspective, my worst finish last year up until the championship was in 11th place. This might sound a little weird, but I won, my winnings were 53,000, okay? Well, I spent 22,500. Still, I made money fishing, great. But that's dang near top 10ing in every single tournament. The Angler of the Year, that really threw things off. When you throw that on top there and you win a boat, then everything changes. But if you're gonna survive on tournament winnings, it is very, 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 very hard.
I mean, just a tow vehicle now. You have to have something reliable that can pull that big boat across the country. So you gotta have, I mean, at least a $40,000 truck.
I remember a time when the first Ranger boat was $50,000, and we said to each other, there's no way people are going to buy a $50,000 fishing boat.
You know, I still run a 20-foot boat, which is, it's hard to imagine, but that's a small one now.
These fully rigged tournament walleye boats are well in excess of $100,000.
So now you're damn near at $200,000 with just your rig, just before you even go anywhere.
These rods, some of them custom rods, are upwards of $300, $400, $500 a pop.
Tackle, you know, we haven't even touched any of that yet.
Losing your favorite lure or not having enough of them is a thing. It costs a pretty good investment right away to bring your tackle up to pretty much be at like a guide level.
All these graphs and sonars and transducers, each graph is roughly $4,000, and they have multiple graphs. Each transducer you're looking at is around $2,000.
It's become normal to have 20, 30 grand in electronics, which is like, I think you have to pump the brakes on that stuff and try to equalize it a little better.
Until somebody says that's enough, these anglers will continue to push, to try to find that competitive edge.
It's out of hand. I mean, it's crazy. And like I said, I'm not complaining about it. I like it. I'm in that industry for a living, but think of a professional sport that doesn't have restrictions on equipment. There isn't one. You don't want somebody with, you know, more resources or more money to have an advantage. That's not really the way a professional sport is supposed to work. You know, you're supposed to be able to succeed with your talent, right? And hard work and effort. Well, is $250,000 just to have the same equipment as everybody else okay?
You add everything up and it's daunting and it's overwhelming. Sometimes it comes down to is who's footing the bill.
Like getting into this in 23, like I realized like I realized why guys don't do it, just because it's a lot of money. Obviously, my biggest help is my family. They're huge. They have supported me through this whole thing, and because a lot of 21-year-olds can't do this, and I realized that. And my dad, his love for fishing is just as much or more than I have for it. So he's sort of living through me, and I'm just beyond blessed and lucky to have a family that is able to support me with trying to follow my dream.
Owen's in a difficult place, and that he had an amazing opening tournament, and we were all kind of rooting for him, thinking like, yeah, this is it. This is his season where he figures it out. And then on the Missouri River, and a system that he knows how to fish, he tanked. So this third event is a huge event for him. Oh! We used to talk about, oh, it's just Owen's inexperience, but then you see all these young 19, 20, 22-year-old kids doing so well. Owen's not on par with them.
It's vicious. Yeah, it's not heavy at all. 22-incher that weighs 210.
Came into this like, yeah, it's gonna be a grind, especially in June on Green Bay with all the alewife stuff, but Revis has been freaking awesome.
Just a little guy. What's up?
Yeah, I'm having boat issues, so I'm heading home to go get it fixed.
That's not good.
Yeah, no, I'm losing all my front drafts and my live scope, so.
Great.
Yeah,
It's always something. They were bitier this morning, but I don't know.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, maybe go back and we'll see and get that a little.
And we'll see, okay. Sounds good.
Yeah. All right.
All right. Good luck. Bye.
Got the whole school just staring at it.
Dylan's been very, very hard on himself, where he feels like the Lake Oahe tournament, especially day 2, was a complete letdown. He was in position to win, and he hasn't won in a long time. But you got to give the guy some credit. He's been right there knocking at the door in so many of these events that if he keeps fishing this well, it's going to happen.
Just searching the endless sand flats right now. There is 10 miles long by 4 miles wide. Just breaking it down. It's a long, slow, painful process, but we're gonna go through here and see if we can find any schools and see what they're relating to anyways, if they are on this flat. It's not easy catching spooked Green Bay walleyes, that's for sure. She's done. She was hungry. I don't know if that's a boat flipper. Oh yeah, that is like the funnest bite ever, but now I'm terrified to even get close to this thing. Easy. That has every hook in it. JB for the win. It's a pretty fish. Yeah, wrong fish, 23.5. We do not want that tournament day. I do like Green Bay, but it's one of the events, it's a location that it's kind of like, when you see it, you're like, we're going back to Green Bay. But at the same time, it's an awesome body of water to go to because there's just giant fish. But on the tournament side of it, like a win would be huge here just because some of the toughest anglers come from Green Bay. I mean, like Springle and all them guys like that live here and just like know so many things about it. To beat them guys would be awesome. So I love it and hate it at the same time, but I want to win here at Green Bay for sure. These fish are feisty out here. Too small to be good over, too big to be an under. "25-incher, pretty fish." Oh my, now that's one you want for tournament day. I'd say that's 7/8. Yeah, you want that one tournament day. This event, you kind of had to catch a lot more fish. Most events, like, I'll get on some fish and then I'll just lay off them. Like, I can see what they are, like, they're gonna be good fish. 23 1/4. Dude, that thing is fat. But this one, you had to really catch them and see what kind of class you were dealing with, whether they were 4-pound unders or 3-pound unders. Like a 22-incher could go 3 pounds or it could go 4 pounds. So you did have to catch them. You had to take all that data into account.
Dylan's got a lot of good things going. He's got good slot fish, good unders in Little Bay. He has spent some time in Big Bay and he's caught some fish there as well. And he's also got a spot on the mainland.
Still 8 pounds.
So it's great that he's got 3 different things going. Now he's got to synthesize it and put it all together. Where am I going and when?
If I wouldn't have had a win at Devil's Lake, I don't know if I'd be sitting here right now. I really don't. That first year I jumped into it, had a win right off the bat, and it just, blew up. It was able to keep me in it for as long as I can, and there was actually a point where I think it was my 4th year, and it was actually at Lake Oahe. I wasn't actually going to make it to that event. I wasn't cashing checks. It just wasn't clicking for me. I wasn't making money. And I was down to like my last $5,000, and I'm thinking, I can't do this anymore. I'm gonna have to call it. And I was talking to my dad about it. He's like, just go do the event. I'll pay your entry fee. He's like, I know you're gonna go do good at this event. Like, you have to go to Oahe and fish it. He's like, you can pay me back when you win the money. I'm like, all right. I'm like, I'll do it. And I went out and ended up walking away with the 5th place at that one. And after that, things just really started clicking. Started making money, started cashing checks, and just progressively got better and better and better. Top 10, 2nd, 5th. Like, it kept me in it because I was like ready to tap out. So it was a pretty cool moment though.
Tournament fishing has survived for as long as it has because it's borderline an addiction. It starts out, I love to fish, and then you become obsessed with it and you live it and breathe it and you want to learn more. And then you want to compete and prove that you can do it better than other people. And that's what keeps the cycle continuing.
Because you always think, just like somebody that gambles a lot, you think you're going to win it big.
You're gambling that you can do better than most. You're gambling that these fish are going to eat. It's legalized gambling.
Somewhat of it's controlled. It's not necessarily just like buying a handful of pull tabs. You have a little control over your fate.
But when you're so driven and you're so addicted to the adrenaline,
and you start digging holes and digging holes and digging holes, and your only way out of that hole is to maybe win a tournament or something. So
when you do put that piece of the puzzle completely together, it's an overwhelming feeling of gratification that nothing else can replace.
I'm sure there's guys that put themselves in really bad positions.
I'll be honest, for some people, the way they're financing this is on the credit card.
For younger kids or even guys that have been doing it, I always tell them, make sure you can 100% afford to not win a penny.
This sounds negative, but guys are kind of sick for it. And I think some of them, if they're being honest, they would acknowledge it. It's kind of like a high that they don't get anywhere else.
I think I literally marked 100,000 walleyes yesterday. The bays to knock have them. They live here. But now it kind of slicked off and they're not really biting anything. So it's rare that I pray for wind on a Great Lakes tournament. But this one, you can fish so close to the takeoff, it doesn't matter. You don't have to do a long run. There's a chance that you could catch like 60 or 80 walleyes on tournament day. Boats are in the area. It looks like a walleye. Discreet filming by the Tour Level Gold pros. Everybody's just looking ahead, looking ahead. Wow, this is nice out here. Just kidding, I don't care. Let's see what we're dealing with here. It looks like one that will not help anyone in a tournament. A dime a dozen 23.5 incher. They are beauties up here though. Golden Green Bay walleyes.
John is completely in swing for the fence mode. He kind of is fishing with a chip on his shoulder. He knows it's gotta be amazing from here on out or his season is over and his season is ruined.
Yeah, there's pressure, but it's not self-imposed.
Like, my pressure is I want to win every tournament I fish. I'm good enough to. I have the intuition to do it. The chips just fall. Like, it is so competitive nowadays that I don't get worked up with, you know, my finish, basically. So what happened at Oahe? Yeah, I need a top 5 the next 2 tournaments. But I know in the back of my head that there's going to be some shifting, and I could take a 15th and a 7th and squeak in at 38th for Angler of the Year or something. So there's pressure there, but Oahe was such a disaster for me that it's kind of out of my control. Nothing's going to change. My habits of pre-fish, sun up to sundown, aren't going to change. My determination in the tournament, my judgment, it's not going to change. It's out of my hands.
Currently, I'm leaning on stuff we found yesterday as potential tournament starting spot. We have one more day of practice left to change our mind, but we're kind of just out here exploring, looking for 10-pounders currently. Big eyeballs on that one. We can weigh, but I really don't care. 8-pounder. Yep. I'd take those to start.
Describing it was exactly what I was seeing the night that I blocked all the slots and everything on that break line. They're all gone.
They're not on the inside either now?
There's some on the inside, yeah.
Yeah, but not a million.
Not a million, no. Not at all. No, the ones that were on the inside like a few days ago are now gone. And there's only one little tiny bit of dirty water in there anymore, which it's all like, I mean, even the outside stuff at the end of the day was 62.
Yeah.
But most of it's all like, I mean, this morning it was 57 when we were catching them in there.
We're all going to be on Minneapolis shoal by morning.
Most pros actually make a living fishing tournaments?
Not in walleye fishing. 100% no.
A lot of casual fishermen think these pros are wealthy and that they're getting their boats completely paid for. Are they getting something? Yeah, most of them, but a lot of them are footing this on their own bill.
Most of us are broke as hell. Like, you can look at my bank account, I got a decent savings and I got a college fund for my kid now. And everything I have or I get, I make through, you know, all sorts of different revenues, it goes right back into fishing. So a lot of us, dude, that's why the stress is there. I mean, this is a big gamble for a lot of people.
When you're well sponsored and well off and you don't have anything to worry about, you just fish with a clean head and you fish so much better.
I'm very fortunate work lets me do this. Without that, you know, the boss could say tomorrow, you gotta work. And if I would have to pick, I mean, my heart wants to fish, but what pays the bills?
When we talk about this now, it's tough, but you could make a living like 10, 15 years ago when the FLW was still rolling and we had Walmart and National Guard, you had all these big sponsors. That's what we need to get back into. Once, you know, it's out there, but you know, it's one thing, they say we're gonna re-image or reinvest in professional walleye fishing, or no, let me take that back. I believe it said we are gonna invest heavily in professional walleye fishing. So I don't know what that means, but it gives me some hope, and hopefully a set field is a really good start, but it's still kind of a moment of truth to see what investing heavily means.
Fishing's been surprisingly just excellent. Like, I mean, I might even tell you it's one of the best practices I've ever had, which we've had a lot of practices, so that says a lot. But yeah, the fish love wind out here, and we've had wind every day, so that's helped. Yeah, I just felt like I can't do no wrong this week. Every day I just find new stuff, whether it's I'm looking for big fish, found big fish, looking for fatter big fish, found fatter, looking for unders, found the unders, need bigger unders, found the bigger unders. Like, everything's just kind of clicking. I'm not going to tell you everything, Cardenas, but good morning, Bill Shimoda here. Last day of practice before our bait and knock event here. actually using the satellite imaging on my Onyx Hunt app here. It's in this super clear water. I can see, I'm looking at my phone. It's kind of hard to do, but I can see that there's a dip in the sand, and then you can see here, look at, there's the dip, there's the weeds. Like, it's not on any kind of map cards or anything, so use that all the time. Find weed patches, find rocks, find just ruins, piles that aren't on maps and things like that. So now, let's see what lives in these weeds. I feel like I'm in a meme right now that would say something like, tag a buddy that still wouldn't catch. God, come on. Downsize. Nothing special. Miles and miles of open country out here, but schools of them are pretty big when you find them. I was gonna say you're gonna get cracked standing there the way I'm jigging it. I would say this is a giant, but I don't think it is. I think, oh gosh. And the last few days have been with big unders, like 30-incher will roll right in and then get one of these, and then it's like, oh no, he's 24. I thought he was a little shorter than that, but good sign anyway.
Bill's also having an amazing pre-fish. He's found a productive flat, and he thinks he's going to spend pretty much his whole tournament in Little Bay. It's interesting that when everybody's feeling this confident, now all of a sudden it's like, wait, it's not just a me thing. That means the bite is good for everybody. Now all of a sudden I've got to change my expectations about what a good day actually looks like.
6'3". I'm not gonna lie, in the back of my mind I was like, if these deep fish don't bite, I was gonna be a little bit nervous. Oh, there's one on there already. I was waiting for my jig to get to the bottom. 325. Nice. Those are pretty important right there. We're aggressive, and you would think a school like that, they would just be absolutely battling it out. See, this is one of them little ones that's just wild. Holy crap. I don't know if I didn't have a slam dunk one, but actually I had the perfect plan, because 3/8, those are so important. These are as important as 10-pounders right now. What you always want to find on that body of water is you want to be able to fish for your big ones and little ones at the same time. If you can do that and just keep your lines in the water, that's a big deal, versus be like, okay, I got to run here for my big ones and then run here for my little ones. And the area that we were mostly fishing had both of the right fish.
Oh, you son of a biscuit. That was a John Hoyer hook set right there, if I've ever seen one. Oh my God, oh my God. It's like a 21-incher, guys. We shook it off, it's fine, it's fine. There's people behind me. Confirmed. Got the jig wrap. Super secret on Green Bay. We're gonna whisper so no one hears us. Everyone act calm. Pre-fish has been fun, actually. I mean, it's been a lot. I've been driving back and forth between home and up here for a better part of last week, and caught a bunch of really big ones, like at really easy. So then yesterday, I didn't really know what I wanted to look at, because I kind of had an idea where the fish are, what I'm going to be doing. I was making another run to a different spot, and all of a sudden my electronics started shutting off. Every time I hit a wave, they'd shut off. Came back to the ramp, started tearing into things, and couldn't find it. So I just called my dealer and I was like, hey, I don't want to chance this. I'm having a really good practice. Can I bring it to you and you guys take a look at it? So I drove 3.5 hours home, went straight to my dealership. It was like a NASCAR pit crew. Those guys were awesome. And we found a hidden little gremlin. Got up at 3 a.m. and drove up here. So a lot of miles, but pre-fish has been good, honestly, which is scary because it's been good for everybody. Eat it. Come here. You did follow me from Hawaii, didn't you? 23-incher. I felt bad. I called walleyes worthless in Hawaii, and I didn't mean that. meant useless. You're not worthless. You were useless to me at the time. Sorry.
Max has an interesting history. He obviously has the most experience on Green Bay. And it used to be one of his favorite bodies of water, but I kind of feel like that love for Green Bay has waned a little bit. That being said, he's coming into this tournament in 7th place in the Angler of the Year race. 2 events back-to-back in his home water. It's about to get really interesting.
That's not what I do. I just love it. My favorite thing in the world is when I'm snapping below school and all of a sudden I just see one go meow and kamikaze down on my bait. Yeah, I mean, I knew. You know, I think those who know, you know what I mean? There's a lot of us, like I fish up here a ton. Like this isn't like some new uncharted waters. Like I've been running up here for derbies for 20 inches? Quite a few years. See, now you don't make me as angry because you're useful. You know, especially like that big bay stuff. You know, like the big bay, the shoals, stuff like that. God, I've been fishing that for 10 plus years. But for me, what was cool was fishing back in Little Bay and realizing just how many fish were in Little Bay. That's a good one right there. 22 and a half, almost 4.
After several days of practice, Max does think he has a little bit of an off the wall, a little bit of a secret over spot going, and now he's spending more time trying to find a consistent under pattern. It's taking some time, but he's there, and things are coming together nicely.
It's a 2-pole system. One works and one doesn't. Okay. I think we kind of screwed up. One wasn't going down, so we just gave it a little push. It went down, and now it's stuck down.
What the frick? It ain't lifting. We'll give this a try. I might unhook the lines too. I don't know what the hell's going on here. Might be my last hour of practice here if I don't. Might have to hitchhike from the road.
Just calm down.
Nothing. Stuck down here.
That happened to me last trip, and I had to call Power Pole, which they were amazing, and I had to get back on the water. All right, here we go.
Oh yeah. Stop. I'll be the blame. What'd you do, Paul? Whoa.
I just started playing with that circuit board.
Should we go in?
No, we're gonna fish and we're not gonna touch them for the rest of the trip.
Well, we might go in a little early to have them look at it.
Okay.
Don't touch it now?
Yes. Like, can I pop this breaker so it don't accidentally get bumped?
Or let's see if they run.
No. You're the reason my f***ing hair's great.
Yeah, you're right. So, okay, let's, like Paul said, we're gonna keep them up. We're gonna pre-fish. Maybe we'll go in and have them look at it because that would really stink during the tournament tomorrow. So luckily it happened today. I think it's just a minor issue, but we got her fixed for now. So back to regular programming. Usually you can get them to rise. Wow, look at them all. There's hundreds of them. I think they're wise. After the power pole mishap, dealing with all this equipment, things kind of go wrong. But if you just stay positive and calm down, and now you see I got every rod in the boat out, finally they bite.
Dusty's had an incredible practice, maybe his best practice in quite some time, and it's refreshing to see Dusty fish with confidence and completely eliminate the thoughts of trolling. A lot of positive momentum heading into this one.
Oh, again, it's not even eating it on the bottom. This is a huge long one. What the? This thing is hungry. There we go. Took 3 times. That's a beauty. 3 different casts at it. Bit 3 times. 6'10". Nice long big fish, but a little too skinny. Man, I caught him good in here not long ago. This one would be a real nail biter. Right now it's measuring under, very close. That'd be a tough one to keep. You know, you might get DQ'd, and that'd be a real tough one. It would also be a real nice one for in the tournament, because this thing's gonna weigh close to 4 pounds, maybe 3 something, 311. That would be a real nail biter. Very close. Boy out tomorrow. It's the wrong species, but it's the right level. What do you think, Paul?
I think it fits you perfect.
That is a rally cap if I have ever seen one.
But you didn't see the gauntlet. Oh, I went over by the point. I made it fit like this and this and that.
Because there's alewives now present, or what's going on, but it's been getting a little tougher as practice has gone on.
I'm way more excited than I was for Wahi, and I just feel like I'm in a better place, way better place. Family's been home, just happy, peaceful. So I'm gonna fish tomorrow. We're gonna have fun and catch a bunch of fish. However it shakes out, that's how it shakes out.
Even though there's all this financial risk, like after all of that, is it worth it?
Absolutely. I mean, if you can do it, it's just so much fun. And I think there's just such a small percentage of people that get to do it and get to experience it, that if you get to be one of them people, it's a lot of fun. Where else are you going to get that chance? You know, it's a rare opportunity to, I won't say make a living, because, you know, like we just talked about, not everybody makes a living off it, but it's a rare opportunity to win money and get paid doing something that everybody loves to do. You know, who doesn't like fishing? You know, it's the best. It's awesome. It's fun. You know, there's no better feeling than like, holy cow, I get to do this for a living, or I got paid to go do that, or, you know, it's just a fun, feel good way to make some money.
Welcome to, we're currently in Escanaba, but appreciate y'all coming and hanging out with us here. Escanaba, Gladstone. This is the third stop for the 2026 Bass Pro Shops as well as National Walleye Tour presented by Progressive. We are excited to see what y'all can do here on the Michigan side of Green Bay and Bay and Knott, both Big and Little Bay.
Practice has been unbelievable for the most part. We're talking about good weather, strong bite, beautiful scenery. The one thing that has everybody on edge is weight. Like, okay, practice was really good for me. I wonder if it was really good for that camp and for that camp. I wonder how many boats are going to be in that spot versus that spot. Everybody's expectations, what they thought coming in, have now been raised.
I know they're closing, but let's see if they can throw it on. I don't want to do it in the mud. Dude, like, I don't know how this even happens. Like, it was just a regular hole going through the tire, but still somehow it blew out the side of the tread and couldn't fix it. So we had to take it off the bead, and, well, I didn't, but they did. Take it off the bead and patch it from the inside. So hopefully it'll just make it home and then I'll have to get 2 new tires. That's kind of like the common theme this year, is just not knowing exactly what I'm gonna go do, which is kind of a good thing. I like doing that, like I just fish free, but kind of setting up to where there's fish all over the place, there's good fish all over the place. Like, got a bunch of spots in Little Bay, Big Bay, we got a lot of options, and I'm just gonna let the conditions tell me what to do, just kind of go with my gut on it. Wherever I land, I land.
Hey, you know when it's dinner time here? The tour level gold cameramen are all here.
Multiple fish over 23 inches while fishing the big bay. Upon returning to little bay, you may only possess your own over. The pros allow their over and the co's allow their over. You cannot share the overs.
Yeah, each person has to call their own fish. So it's really interesting with only obviously one over. So
While otherwise we'll get another rules violation.
Tomorrow's day one, beta knock, and we're just going over all the rules to make sure that we all follow them, especially me. Pretty much all gonna go to the same area, it sounds like, and run the same milk run, but there was hundreds, even thousands of walleyes in those areas. Tomorrow's a northwest wind, it's gonna change everything. And I'm personally hoping to just use my call tags.
I'm excited. It should be fun. It's been a fun week. The fishing's been pretty good, you know, but things are changing. You know, there'll be a little challenge, but it should be a good time. What am I supposed to do?
Make sure you edit him out on that, all right? He can't be talking. He's like, all of a sudden you put the camera in his face and he goes to like every Al Linder show he's ever watched. We just want normal Dusty.
I'm gonna go FSU tomorrow.
Yeah!
How do you like
You
that?
do the math on that acronym.
Weigh them apples, John.
how do you like them apples? Do you guys like apples?